Hey everybody, my name's Julie Castle and I'm the CEO of Best Friends Animal Society. And I am here today on Giving Tuesday now with puppies. And the reason we're doing Giving Tuesday now is to help support organizations like ours during COVID because, as you know, it's disrupted everything. But these guys don't know this. These guys are happy as ever, and we have some puppies today from the Navajo reservation that we've taken into our sanctuary, and we've named them all after Queen songs. So right now I have Lover Boy, but before we introduce the rest of the puppies, I want to introduce Sue Cosby. And Sue manages all of our facilities that have animals in them. So Sue, tell everyone a little bit about yourself, a little bit about Giving Tuesday now, and why it's important for people to continue to support the work of saving puppies.
Absolutely. Saving puppies, saving dogs, saving cats, saving animals. We're so excited to be part of Giving Tuesday so that we can save more animals like these. So during COVID, Julie and everyone, Best Friends and all of our life-saving centers across the country and our teams of lifesavers across the country have been working to save animals like these adorable babies. We have transports that are rescuing animals. We have adoptions and foster care. We've got hungry puppies here. So much is happening to connect saving lives and the community, despite the fact that we're all struggling. We know that everyone is really understanding the value of having a pet in your life. If you're home by yourself, there's no one better to share that time at home with right now. And Best Friends is really leading the way to make that happen. So these guys are going to be available soon, and we'll tell you a little bit more about them. But some of the other things that Best Friends is doing, we're really working on the direct life-saving, saving animals now, which is what we're bringing Giving Tuesday now here for you. We're saving animals right now. We've been saving animals since we started, even since March 1st. Just here from the sanctuary, we've transported out more than 250 animals that are in homes right now, in foster care, and most importantly, in adopted homes. And these guys are going to be shortly. We're also really working to connect and support shelters and rescues across the country. So Julie, in our network we have, it's like over 3,000 shelters and network partners that we're actually supporting.
So we have about 3,000 partners all across the country, and through this crisis, we've been issuing grants through a generous donation we got through the Rachel Ray Foundation. We've been supporting them with COVID resources. We've been doing transports with them. We've been swapping animals with a lot of our different rescue groups to try and save as many lives as we can, because although many places are closed down to the public, we still need to take care of these little guys and feed them and love them and provide them with all the care they need so that we can help them find homes. And one of the coolest things that's happened beyond getting to play with puppies as your job is that people have been adopting and fostering like never before, and it's so cool to see the American public step up in that way. So I'm sure you're all interested in knowing where you can get your hands on one of these guys. And so Sue, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what folks need to do, where these guys are headed. If somebody wants to adopt one of these guys, what do they do to adopt a puppy?
Sure. So we're still continuing our transports. We're doing our transports as safely as possible for people and animals. So some of the things that we're doing is making sure that everyone has masks, not actually having more than one person in a vehicle. Oh my God, I'm getting piled on with puppies. And actually having teams ready to receive the puppies and dogs and kitties when they get to a location. These puppies, along with many other animals from here at the sanctuary, are going to be heading up to our Salt Lake City location. Of course, we have locations in Atlanta, New York. We have a program in Houston and Arkansas and Los Angeles, as well as right here at the sanctuary. So these guys are going to be going to Salt Lake, and we have a lot of others that have headed to Salt Lake and are available for adoption. And so the transports are actually coming to rescue animals. So these guys actually came to us from within driving distance of the sanctuary, from the Navajo Nation community. As I mentioned, we take extra precautions to be really super careful that we're not putting any of our staff or volunteers at risk with transports while we're continuing our life-saving work. And the great thing about being able to reach into these communities to help these babies is that we're also able to provide support. So we've been bringing supplies and donations, including masks, directly to the organizations that we're reaching out to in rural areas on the Navajo Nation across the country. We're being a part of the solution and helping them. Wait, baby. You know, one of the other things that we're doing is really inspiring community connections.
Yeah.
With that, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the card.
It's the kindness card.
The kindness card.
Yeah, and it's a really cool effort that we've activated volunteers. Again, all these puppies are named after Queen songs, and so he's just rehearsing. So I think I had Lover Boy last time. This is Bohemian Rhapsody. And essentially, we promote kindness cards all over the country with our action team. And what we want to promote is neighbor helping neighbor, because as everyone is in their home, shut in, basically, your best network is with your neighbor. And so we're really promoting that kindness through your neighborhood. And basically, we want to know who needs help, who has animals that need help in their communities right now. And it's such a big deal for us that we connect at that level. And it's a really important thing for us on this Giving Tuesday now, that we remember that there are a lot of charitable causes out there that need help. Not just Best Friends, but virtually every cause in the country has taken a financial hit, just like retailers have. And so we want to ask you, if you can find it in your heart, to help us continue this work to save lives like Bohemian Rhapsody here, and other sweet puppies and dogs and cats and kittens and birds and bunnies. We would really appreciate that. It's needed now more than ever. We are all in this together. This is unprecedented for our country, for the world, for really humankind. It's the first time we've dealt with this as a nation in the last 100 years. And so we are driving without a roadmap right now. I think everybody in the world is. And so we're doing our best to support our partners, to support our local shelters. A lot of this is happening through community connections and grassroots efforts, which is really awesome to see that, you know, shelters have stayed open as an emergency service, but they've had to get really creative with a lot of different digital apps, adoption, fostering. There's a lot of great stuff going on out there. And Sue Cosby knows a lot about what's happening all over the country, because we have centers everywhere, from New York to Los Angeles, Atlanta to Salt Lake City. So Sue, tell them a little bit about the creative solutions we've been doing in our community centers.
Yeah, it's been really creative, and it's our centers and our partners across the country. Oh, there's a spat. Right now, all of our centers, like many organizations across the country, are closed to the public. However, we are doing virtual meet and greet, so you can meet your new best friend forever over a Zoom meeting, over a Facebook interaction, over something like this, where you're getting to meet the dogs and cats that you can fall in love with. And we're working to still reunite people without having to do those face-to-face interactions. We're also doing creative things. We have a food bank that operates out of Salt Lake City, and they've actually created ways for people to bring food to the facility and leave it, as well as other people to be able to pick up supplies by appointment. So at the times when our communities need it the most, we're getting super creative to find ways to help people support pets and to support people in taking care of their pets. These guys are hysterical.
And what a better way to spend your Tuesday on Giving Tuesday now than with a bunch of puppies. I mean, so Sue, tell us about these puppies. What kind are they? Do you know much about their history?
Well, we think that they're a cattle dog mix, probably. They're clearly mixes. They may be mixed with potatoes. We have been supporting the Navajo Nation through spay-neuter services, veterinary services, as well as rescuing animals so that we can really help a community that needs the help the most. And so these guys came from there, and we're actually have another transport scheduled to help save animals from there and bring them supplies this week. And that's something that Best Friends has done for many years because we are located so close to that community that needs so much help right now. Oh my God, these guys are ridiculous. So these guys are my favorite breed, which is the I can't tell what you are kind of dog breed, which is pretty much what I usually adopt myself.
And so, Sue, these guys are going up on a transport, and right behind us we have our transport van that's getting ready to go up. And I know maybe the first question in everyone's mind is, how do you sanitize? How do you clean the transport van, and is it safe?
Yeah.
Because we're going from here to Salt Lake City, which is within the state. So tell us a little bit about JR. We've got our director of dog care.
Yeah, so JR is here. He's participating in cleaning out these crates and this van.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. So, JR, why don't you tell a little bit about pulling the crates apart, disinfecting them, and really getting ready to get these puppies out safely.
Yeah, so in between every transport, we want to make sure that we completely deep clean all the vans, all the kennels that you see here that are going to be in use, everything so that our staff are safe as they're doing transports, our volunteers are safe, and also that the animals are as well. So we want to make sure we go through this process every time between transports and do that deep clean and do the disinfectant for all the kennels.
And JR, I heard that the person who's driving the van actually is not the same person who loads the animals.
That's correct. Yep.
And they are not the same person who unloads the animals, so they basically don't ever come in contact with the people who are putting the animals in and taking the animals out. That's so correct. That they can actually take care of the transport without worrying about that social interaction.
Absolutely, Sue. I mean, the main thing here is it's a big team effort from everybody involved. So we have the Dogtown team helping to get all the animals ready to go on transport, the transport team helping to get the vans ready and everything cleaned, and then our drivers handing off to our other life-saving centers to make sure that that's continuity. We have continuity throughout that whole process. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is a big effort, and this is where your support is going right now. This is how we're making it happen for these little guys. So thank you all.
And so with our center in Salt Lake City, those guys have really just busted it out.
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
They've sort of acted as a nexus because they're in the Intermountain West between Los Angeles, here in Kanab, all points in between, and the citizens of Salt Lake City, just like every community across the country that we relate to, have really stepped up in a big way. I mean, from fostering to adoption. I read a statistic the other day that fostering is up by 795% across the country. So thank you so much to all of you viewers, to everyone around the country who has really stepped up in a big way to help out, not just with fostering and taking that little innocent life into your homes, but adopting as well. And I would just ask that during this time, that you consider donating to a cause like Best Friends that is still doing the work. We're still here with little puppies like this, taking them from the Navajo reservation and finding them homes up in Salt Lake City. And we're really grateful for everything that you guys do. We love our members. We love our donors. We love our Facebook supporters. We are entirely grateful to the folks at Giving Tuesday for organizing this right now for us, because it is really needed. So thank you, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the puppy show. We hope you enjoyed meeting Sue and JR and all of our pups who are named after Queen songs. So thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you again. See you around.